Hello fellow YouTubers, Bear Prepper here. Today we're going to do something really easy. We are going to make a recipe from the All New Ball Book of Canning. And it is on, I don't see what page here. It's the center sections. 73, 4, 5, 6, 277. Mexican corn. So it's really simple, and that's why we're going to do it. I have some items out of the freezer, and I'll show you now the preparation of them in high speed. So we're ready to continue on. So we have my onions and peppers. Beautiful. And we are now going to add in the corn. So what we have is 3 cups of corn. I'm actually doubling it, so I have 6 cups. We have 1 cup of onions and 1 cup of peppers, which I'm doubling. So 2 cups of onions and 2 cups of pepper. And we're going to mix it all together. This is corn that I froze and cut off the cob. Same with the peppers. And I just chopped them up fine. And then the onions I cut fresh. And our spices are really simple. 2 teaspoons of cumin. That's 4. 2 teaspoons of oregano, that's 4, and that's out of my garden. And then 2 teaspoons of salt, and of course that's 4. And all you're going to do is mix it up. See how easy that is? So get your ingredients and let's do your first canning session. Get it all mixed up. Look at that. Isn't it beautiful? That's why I like pressure canning recipes, because you don't need to heat them or cook a lot of them. You can just throw them together. So now what we're going to do is we're going to come over here and we're going to fill the jars. This weather is so hot here. My garden wasn't doing very well because of how hot it was, but my tomato plants have finally started reproducing again. We had a week of cold spell, and we had some real exciting news. We got rain. We actually got 6 inches of rain in a few hours. So our lake got a little water in it, just so you know. Our lake is like 95% low. So it brought it up a bit, but not near enough. So let's go ahead and get these filled up. It's supposed to make 8 pints. I don't think it's going to. You want to keep the corn 1 inch below the rim. Yeah, I don't see any 8 pints in here. Corn is pretty dense. And since everything is cut fine, it's probably going to make less, which is fine. My pressure canner won't hold 8 pints anyways. Isn't that pretty in the jars? Isn't that pretty? We will will be topping the jars with some broth. I think I made a little too much. I don't know what I was thinking, but we'll see how much it takes. Yeah, definitely not making 8 pints. I think we're going to make 5 pints. Smells wonderful. It's a nice way to use up your corn. It's the new season again. And we had a little bit left over that, you know, I've got new corn coming in. So, well, I don't. It's coming in from the farmer's market. We're just going to top these off. So what's your favorite thing to make with your extra corn? All right, we're going to call that done. I'll get myself a measuring cup and my vinegar. So I've got a pot of homemade broth. Isn't that beautiful? It's chicken broth that I made. And we're going to top this to 1 inch. That was 1 cup. That was 2 cups. So I would say 3 cups. Broth is about what you're going to need. And let's go ahead and, speaking of debubbling, my last video, several of you noticed I didn't debubble. You're right. My beans were loose, so I didn't debubble, but you know, I should have done that. So thank you for calling me out on it. I appreciate it. It makes us all make a better product when we follow the rules. Now, one of the rules that I don't follow is that I don't not warm my lids. I like warming my lids. I think they make better seals. Got a little too much in here because we need 1 inch of head space. Now, when you're looking for 1 inch of head space, you're looking here on the jar. So it's going to be this band right above that band, right on the edge. That's 1 inch. Makes it easy. So now the next step. So for that broth, we needed 3 cups for 2 batches. So it would have only been 1.5 cups if you were doing 1 batch. So we've debubbled it. And now we're wiping the rims. I've already warmed up the water. My lids are soaking in. Got my little magnet here. And we're going to put them on. You don't have to sterilize your jars because you're pressure canning them. And they'll sterilize everything while they're cooking. And we're going to put our bands on, hand tight, finger tight, should I say. We got 5 pints here. And we're using our electric pressure canner because there's only 5 pints. And it's nice to be able to walk away. And there we go. Let me show you what that looks like. Get you up close. And we got our 5 pints in there. Now we're going to put our lid on. Which is hard to do backwards. There we go. Take off our valve. And now I'm going to come around front because I can't see the back of my head. We're going to hit pressure can. And we need to do this for pints, 55 minutes. Corn takes a long time. So we're going to set this. Now mind you, with your electric canner, if you're above the altitude, you don't have to add time to it on the pressure canner. It automatically adjusts for it in the time it takes up to get up there. Insert jars. Warm. And I go to heat. There you go. We'll be back when it's done. The timer has gone off and it is stopped. It says cool. So let's go ahead and open it. Open the lid away from you so that the steam doesn't get you. Let's go ahead and pull them out. Beautiful. Oh, it smells wonderful. Because of course you're always going to get a little smell in the water. So now we're just going to let them sit here for 24 hours to make sure they seal. Then we'll take the bands off of them and put them on our shelves. I hope you give this a try. It's really easy with simple ingredients. Blessings.